ba 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 ba. All right, exciting night. I'm here with George the Smorgasbord Chiger. You've seen him in another video. We did a buffet once, so this is, I think, probably only the second time we've actually got a chance to film together. Super excited because we're at Maggios in Southampton. This is right above Philadelphia. They have a monster burger. It's like 5 10-ounce patties.
Oh, it's huge.
Tons of fries.
Tons of fries.
It looks awesome. So we're gonna go there, try to take it down, and see how we do. Come follow us in.
Let's go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck, guys.
Welcome to this video. When George invited me to go out to eat with him, I jumped on it. George is the 15th ranked competitive eater in the world, so I love eating with the top ranked eater, having some fun, racing with the burger, just having a good time. So this burger is huge. It's got 5 10-ounce patties on it, and it's a little bit strange in that you're allowed to deconstruct the burger however you want before you start. So that's why I broke this down into 5 different burgers, trying to eat them as neatly as possible, all things considered, but we are trying to speed eat these hamburgers. We have music in the background, so I want to do a lot of voiceovers with this video. I'm working my way through these burgers. They were cooked medium rare and they were cooked perfect. They were very delicious and actually pretty easy to eat relative to their size. When you got to the big buns on the ends of the burgers, that was a little bit challenging, but pretty much the burgers were relatively easy for me to work through. I was just using up a lot of my jaw, biting so many bites. We weighed each of our challenges before we started, and it turns out there was a pretty substantial difference between our 2 plates. Mine was 5 pounds 5 ounces total, and George was 5 pounds 14 ounces. So George was over half a pound larger than mine. So it's kind of an unfair advantage if you're just going to see who finishes first here, because he's actually eating more food. We're about 3 minutes in right now, and my old man jaw is getting tired. Speed eating just wears it out, and that thick burger required a lot of chewing. So I'm glad to be getting this burger behind me and moving on to the fries. But it turns out that we took so long setting up, primarily me, and getting pictures. Unfortunately, those steak fries got a little cold on us. That was entirely our fault. I'm trying to work my way through these fries as neatly as possible. That's why I didn't get ketchup on them. I think ketchup would have made them quicker, but it definitely would have made them a lot messier. And at this point, we do have a teenage girl now watching us and cheering us on. So I appreciate her doing that. And if you're watching this video, thank you very much. Since I let the fries get cold on us, they end up being denser and chewier than they normally would be hot, and that's not making this any easier. My jaw is gone. Yes, at this point, my old man jaw was throwing in the towel. It just did not want to work anymore. If you're not a competitive eater, you might not understand what that means, but your jaw at some point usually just gets so worn out. And without any type of strength training for my jaw, it just wanted to quit. So I had to drink a lot of liquids to get this food down, more than I wanted to, but since it wasn't a capacity challenge, it wasn't a big deal. It's interesting to see the different styles. On the one side, I'm chugging water like I'm in the middle of the desert for a month, and George is over there and he's got all this liquids and he's barely touching anything, and yet he's still throwing this food down super fast. Glad to finally be on the pickles. So all the moisture in the pickle makes it a little bit easier to eat than the french fries, but they were extremely chewy in themselves. I've learned over the years it's easier and much neater to use your remaining food to gather up any debris you might have. It's much cleaner that way, and I'm going to use my pickle plow to gather up all the debris to make sure I eat as cleanly as Randy Santel does. I want to thank the waitstaff at Maggios for their excellent service, especially Brie. As you can see, my drinks were continuing to get refilled during this challenge in a very timely manner, and I actually needed that liquid. I made some big mistakes eating this coleslaw. I was overstuffing my mouth, and the food just was not going down. It was just kind of gathering up in my mouth, and it was really hard to swallow. I would have been much easier just doing 1 spoonful and a straight swallow than trying to put 3 or 4 in my mouth and doing a swallow. As I'm finishing up, I glance over to George's plate, and he is really pushing me here, even though he has a bigger serving than I do. So I need to finish this thing up as quick as possible. I've linked George's channel and maybe even his video in the description below. Check him out and see how much time it took him to finish his larger size challenge.
Coleslaw's tough. I'm going to slow down watching out of the corner of my eye.
Those are really big burger patties. It's not like a McDonald's burger. That's a thick patty.
I can't believe your comment on that, right?
It's a big amount of food here, and it's also not quick food.
Right.
You got pickles left, which they're hard to chew through. These aren't the soft pickles. That's what they are, but they are hard. The taste are all right, but they're just hard. Coleslaw, and this felt so good. It's so moist, so it's easier on the mouth than those fries.
They want to go if you want dessert.
Yeah, totally go for dessert. Yeah, what do you guys got?
We've now finished the challenge. It's not like we just did the outro right after we did the intro. That burger was fantastic. What do you think, George?
I think the burger was delicious. I can't get over the 5 patties, the bacon. There's bacon on it, people. No, everything's better with bacon. But you know what was the best? The coleslaw. I really did like the pickles, though. The pickles were a good mix in there. You know, they were just crispy enough. And the coleslaw, I mean, I'm a coleslaw fan, and that's some good coleslaw.
It's great. And not only was the burger great, Sam, the owner, treated us like a king, and Brie, our waitress. If you come, B-R-E, it's short for Brienne. Check her out. Make sure you ask for her. Tell them that Smorgasbord and Notorious B sent you to her. Thanks for watching another video. Make sure you check out George's channel in the description below. See you guys again soon.
George's Smorgasbord Chiger, like, share, and subscribe. You know, you can find me across all the platforms at, George Chiger or G Chiger, but definitely just, my YouTube. And last time we filmed together was awesome. And I know a lot of you guys came over and checked out my channel and subscribed. So thank you for that. I appreciate Notorious B.O.B Nation, right? Is that your crew?
Notorious Nation.
Notorious Nation.